I think Rolly is a good fighter, but I think Teo should be on another level. Like Teo's who he is. I done seen this dude since a kid dominate. like since youngins, like he dominates fights. I'm telling you, like he's too sharp, too fast, too on point. But you're right. If the mental is not there, then that's not the Teo we get, and it'll be a fuck up Teo. We don't want to see that. Teo is crafty. He's tricky. Like he got little tricks and things to slow the momentum down. My only thing with Teo, I don't feel like he took too much accountability after our fight, and I think that's what helped fighters get better. And you don't want to be a fighter that stay on the same level. So if he stays on the same level, then yeah, Rolly has a good chance at cracking him and doing something to him.
Skill versus savage power, and Shakur Stevenson believes Teofimo Lopez has the tools to survive the storm. His speed, experience, and sharpness could let Teo control the chaos before Rolly's power can take over.
Yep.
And Teo is a great fighter. I don't take none away from him. Even now, like if I know the Teo that's supposed to go out there and do what he been doing, he should beat Rolly. But
you think so?
Yes, for sure.
What?
For sure, he should.
You don't think Rolly got any chance? Like,
no, I think Rolly mentally is a tougher dude than a lot of people know and expect. And I think Rolly is actually smarter than people know.
That technical edge stands out as Tim Bradley backs Lopez's speed and instincts to overwhelm Romero. He sees Teofimo's athleticism and counterpunching exposing Rolly's flaws, with his sharp reactions and power potentially turning the fight into a one-sided showcase.
This dude got skills. He can fight. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He can fight. Natural instincts, right? Fast twitch muscles, speed, power, counterpunching ability. He about to smoke Rolly Romero, man, for real. Damn, I don't know. Look, y'all banking on a miracle for Rolly. Seriously, he got a puncher's chance. That's it.
Building on that confidence, Tim Bradley identifies Romero's predictability as a major weakness. He believes Rolly repeats the same patterns, giving Teofimo chances to read, counter, and punish him. If that continues, every exchange could become a dangerous trap for Romero.
I watched you for 1 or 2 rounds. I know your system. Yeah, it's easy. Jab downstairs, you throw an occasional lead left hook, some awkward ass punch you throw where it's here, bow. And then you'll throw the right hand to the body, like a looping right hand to the body, right? That's it. And then a looping ass right hand. That's it. Then you might step in with quick combinations. That's it. I mean, that's all you got.
Shifting to the biggest stylistic change, Max Kellerman highlights the threat Teofimo Lopez now faces. After elite technical battles, Teo must deal with Romero's raw power and unpredictability, where one mistake could change everything.
Polar opposite. Like in Shakur Stevenson, Teo fought the guy with the fastest processor in the sport, maybe the best pound-for-pound fighter in boxing. Fast, the skills are so on point, and very much a boxer. And now he's fighting a caveman, right? Like Rolly Romero, we all know what he does, right? By the way, I don't wanna take credit away. He fought a smart fight against Ryan. No, like sure. A disciplined, educated fight, but by Rolly's standards, right? So for Teo to go stylistically from fighting, it's the polar opposite, Shakur Stevenson, to fighting Rolly Romero.
Elaborating on Romero's unpredictability, Max describes him as a completely different threat from a conventional boxer puncher. His awkward movement, brawling instincts, and heavy hands can create problems even for polished opponents.
Rolly's this unbeatable fighter. We just described him as the kind of contender that makes up a colorful division of all different types of styles. You have a boxer, you have a slick guy, like, you know, who can counterpunch but without a lot of power, a boxer puncher, a brawler. He's the wild swinging, maybe not as wild swinging as he used to be, brawler with heavy hands who's just a colorful contender who makes the division interesting.
Returning to his earlier case for Lopez with a sharper technical read, Tim believes Romero becomes vulnerable whenever an opponent applies serious pressure. He argues that Rolly lacks the defensive structure needed to withstand Teofimo's combinations and power. One clean sequence could expose those weaknesses quickly.
But when you put some heat on you don't like it. Yeah, Teo light his ass up. He don't like it. His defensive system is terrible. He ain't really got a defensive system. That's it. He might slip one and throw combinations. He got power and hope something can land, and that's it. But other than that, man, this is gonna be easy for Teofimo Lopez. If the Teofimo Lopez that fought against Barbosa show up, it's a wrap.
Firing back firmly in Romero's corner, Gabe Rosado openly backs Romero while explaining exactly what could go wrong for Lopez based on his previous performance. He believes Lopez must return to his fundamentals because repeating those mistakes against Romero could bring immediate consequences. If Lopez abandons his jab and defensive discipline again, Rosado sees Romero as the kind of fighter who will repeatedly exploit it.
Okay. And it's if Teo can't make the adjustments, the mistakes that he made in the Shakur fight, because Teo was lunging in. He was relying too much on his athleticism, and he forgot the fundamentals. He forgot the jab, he forgot the check, he forgot the simple things that got him there. He got away from that. Now, if he does that against Rolly will make him pay because Rolly is fundamental. He's a disciplined fighter. Rolly, he'll just do the same thing over and over if it's working. He's not gonna switch it up on you. So that's what I like about Rolly.
Highlighting an often overlooked part of Romero's game, Gabe points to his movement, explaining that Romero's ability to step back without losing balance helps him avoid punches while creating opportunities to counter. That movement can make Lopez's transition from a slick southpaw opponent to an awkward power puncher even more complicated.
It is different styles, but Rolly got good foot movement. That's what makes Rolly that's what makes him so tough to hit. And he's able to counter because he has that good step back movement. Rolly's really not falling off balance. And he was given, the fight, if you see the fight with him and Tank, he was doing really good in that fight, so he got clipped. Yeah. But he was boxing well. He was giving Tank a lot of problems.
Offering a first-hand physical assessment from ringside, Mike Coppinger, who was ringside for Romero's welterweight debut, points to a major physical transformation that changed how he viewed the champion. He argues that the move to 147 pounds may have unlocked a stronger version of Rolly than fans saw previously. That physical improvement could make Lopez's challenge much tougher than expected.
What I see is I get where Gabe is going because Rolly's had one fight at 147 now, and in that fight against Ryan Garcia, I was ringside on the call, and the first thing that stood out to me was, wow, Rolly looks good at 147. He had big legs, he filled out very well, and a lot of fighters, as you know, Gabe, are fighting at the wrong weight.
Yeah.
And I think when Rolly gets downgraded, Max, and maybe he gets underrated, is because he looks bad against Pitbull. Pitbull beat him up and stopped him at 140, and he also did not look good against Ismael Barroso. That was a very controversial stoppage, and he was getting beat up in that fight. So maybe he's a new fighter now, maybe the weight, maybe it's something, but we're gonna find out in this fight.
Circling back to his overall verdict on the class gap, Tim believes Lopez belongs in a completely different class from Romero. He argues that Teofimo's ability to compete at the highest level separates him from opponents Bradley considers less complete. That confidence makes his prediction especially emphatic.
Easy damn work. Rolly Romero, he's a champion or a 3-time world champion. Man, cause these dudes nowadays is just straight whack. That's it. They whack. But Teo is cut from a different cloth. He ain't no damn whack Ryan Garcia. Nah, the kid can fight. Yeah, I don't like the motherfucker, but I'm just keeping it a buck. The kid know how to fight. Yeah, he know how to fight and he know how to damn win. Now, he couldn't beat Shakur. Not many people can beat Shakur Stevenson, but at the same damn time, Teofimo Lopez is cut from a different cloth than a damn Rolly Romero.
Speaking directly on what's driving him into this fight, Teofimo Lopez credits a deeper personal drive as the source of his determination and promises to prove it on fight night. That motivation can push him to fight with greater urgency while staying focused on executing his strengths. If Lopez carries that mindset into the ring, it could make his performance more dangerous from the opening bell.
Yeah, no, I feel good. I feel ready. I feel prepped, and I'm actually really determined on this one, man. More than ever. I don't have anything to say to everybody out there and the critics. I think I just have an apology to say to myself, and I'm gonna show that August 22nd.
Turning the spotlight onto Romero's own mindset heading in, Rolly Romero, who has spent years embracing a larger-than-life personality around his fights, insists the hostility will stay genuine rather than scripted as the Teofimo Lopez clash approaches. That makes every confrontation potentially more meaningful. For Romero, this isn't just promotion, it's a real collision.
I'll tell you like this, I don't do fake beef.
Right.
I don't do fake beef. We're gonna be in the ring and we're gonna fight, but I don't do fake beef.
Offering hope that Lopez can reach his former peak, Sean Porter believes Teo can rediscover the version that once shocked the boxing world. He sees Lopez's speed, explosiveness, and confidence returning at the right moment, giving him the tools to challenge Romero from the opening bell. That resurgence could force Rolly into unfamiliar territory and turn the fight into a sustained battle rather than a one-sided tactical affair.
If Teofimo Lopez is able to turn back the clock, there's an expectation for him in this fight to really show up, and I think he's going to show up. We're going to get one of those Josh Taylor, we didn't see this coming type of performance.
2023 Teo, like I need 2023 me.
Yeah.
We need to pull those versions out.
I think that's the version we get. I think he forces Rolly to fight back. I think this fight goes the distance.
Painting a more dramatic picture of how that resurgence might unfold, he envisions Lopez being pushed into a dramatic survival situation before ultimately proving himself over the full distance. An early knockdown could transform the contest into an all-or-nothing test of Lopez's resilience and composure.
I love that too. If he gets dropped early and he comes back and answers that, like, we got a great fight amongst us, because
that'll be a back against the wall do or die moment for him and his dad.
Yeah. Do you think they need that? Like, that's probably the only thing we haven't seen them go through collectively.
Bringing decades of coaching insight into the debate, Buddy McGirt, a former world champion and respected trainer who has closely studied Teofimo Lopez's development, insists that Lopez's superior skill set gives him the edge and believes the Shakur Stevenson setback could have made him better. That previous experience could help Teofimo handle the pressure of a dangerous puncher.
It'll be a good fight because Rolly's going to try, but I just think Teo's a better fighter. And I think personally, the fight with Shakur made him a better fighter. It's going to make him a better fighter. Let me rephrase that. It should make him a better fighter. Because sometimes it takes a loss to someone like him to make you become better. Because, Shakur can expose you. And if you see that, you want to improve on that to become better.
Reinforcing that same technical edge with a direct comparison, McGirt argues that Lopez possesses the stronger overall skill set despite Romero's improvements. He sees Teofimo's speed, timing, and versatility, giving him more ways to dictate exchanges and disrupt Rolly's rhythm. That distinction could determine which fighter controls the action when their styles collide, especially if Lopez keeps the fight at a pace that limits Romero's power opportunities.
Yeah, I've seen him. I think that the guy in Vegas, the Cuban trainer, Sal, does a good work with him. I think that I did good work with him, but I just think as an all-around fighter, I think Teo's a better all-around fighter.
Drawing on years of following Lopez's ups and downs, Barack Best believes Lopez can use those past struggles to return as a more complete and dangerous fighter. Those setbacks can sharpen his approach and force him to correct the mistakes that previously cost him momentum. With that experience behind him, Best sees Lopez entering this matchup with a stronger mindset and a more refined game plan, which could completely change how the fight unfolds.
We know he lost against Shakur recently, but he's a guy that, and I've been saying this throughout the lead up to this fight, he's had tough fights, came back after the Cambosis, beat Josh Taylor incredibly. Like, after a loss, he's a guy that for some reason it does something to him and he comes back different.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like that's the Teofimo Lopez you're gonna see. He learned from the Shakur fight. He's gonna bounce back the way he has in the past.
Raising a specific tactical warning for Romero, ACT cautions that Romero could struggle if he gives Lopez predictable openings. Teofimo's timing and counterpunching can make those repeated patterns especially dangerous. If Rolly becomes too easy to read, his forward pressure could work against him and give Lopez the clean opportunities he needs.
He punches super hard. And also, I don't know if you remember Jackson Marinez.
Right,
that fight right there, he had trouble with him. Boxing. Marinez was a good boxer, kind of outboxed him. Probably should have got awarded that victory.
Obviously.
But also coming straight at you. Pitbull coming straight at you. So Teo, though, is a counterpuncher by nature.
Right.
Very, very good. So, right, and he's like super good with counterpunching.
Pushing that same warning a step further, he insists Rolly must maintain that discipline instead of reverting to reckless pressure. Romero's aggression can create opportunities, but it can also leave him exposed against a fighter with Teofimo's timing and accuracy. If Rolly loses control of his positioning, he could give Lopez exactly the opening he needs. A single tactical mistake could shift the momentum and change the entire fight.
we're gonna see which fight Rolly is gonna fight. Now, Rolly showed us in the Ryan fight that he's smarter than what we thought.
Right.
He showed us that he's smarter, and he's not gonna just come at you with those wide, hard shots, punching like a mule kick.
Right.
He also showed that he can counterpunch. I think he's gonna be smarter, but if he's that roller going forward, trying to steamroll, he might get caught with something.
Right.
Closing out the breakdown by firmly backing Romero's momentum, Okoye, who has closely followed both fighters and understands the physical and stylistic factors surrounding their matchup, believes Romero's momentum, comfort at the weight, and growing confidence give him the advantage. His prediction becomes even more intriguing because he sees Rolly entering the fight with something to prove.
I got Rolly, man. I think Teo, I don't disrespect Teo's game. I think, it's a good stylistic fight. It's not a shot. It's 50-50 if you look at both fighters lined up. But I don't know. I just like the momentum Rolly got right now, in my opinion. I just feel like Rolly's still very dangerous. And I think at his size right now, he's comfortable. So Rolly being comfortable, and a little angry too. I think he seemed like he got a little chip on his shoulder too. So I just got Rolly in this fight. You know what I mean? I think that eventually he's gonna start landing on Teo, and when he does, it's gonna change things. Teo, since he started going up in weight, hasn't looked like the devastating puncher that he used to be. So I don't know if he can do enough to really get Rolly's respect in there from that regard.
Rounding out that same forecast with a nuanced final read, he predicts Romero will have enough advantages to win without being able to completely break Lopez. He sees Rolly's physicality, pressure, and comfort at the weight giving him enough control to edge the matchup. At the same time, Teofimo's skill and experience should keep him dangerous throughout. That points toward a competitive battle where both fighters remain capable of changing the fight until the final stages.
I gotta go in the decision. Teo got hurt, so I think Teo, as much as people talk about him, I think he definitely got hurt. He will die in there if he need to. Like, I ain't see him grilling too much, so I look at it like it'll be a close decision, Rolly. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna hurt him, but he ain't gonna knock him out.
Technical brilliance against raw, evolving power. Does Teofimo's sharpness finally solve the Romero puzzle? Or does Rolly's newfound discipline turn this into the upset boxing keeps waiting for? Drop your prediction in the comments, and stay tuned until next time.